Welcome to this week's VBLOG. I'm Paul Horton, I'm the Volunteer Coordinator and Specialist Playscheme Manager. Wasn't that a great quote that just popped up on the screen? So inspirational. But what's really great about the quote is how it really sums up what I believe every solo project manager aims to achieve for their members, but also what our staff and volunteers get from their roles they play within solo. I remember my first day volunteering with solo many years ago and having my first moment of, this is why I volunteer. It was when a member came over to me and sat on my knee while I was putting my shoes on after a skiing session at the Ackers. The member's mum came up to me and all she said was, "That's trust. You must really have made an impression." I took it home, and on the night it occurred to me that in the 18 years of working in industry, in the private sector and education, I had never felt the way I did when that parent said what she did to me. That was the start of my journey, which has led me to do the job I do today, working for solo. I tell new volunteers it took me 18 years before I had my first moment of, this is why I do this, and that I don't want to wait for them to wait another 18 years for them to have the same feeling, and that feeling is pride. When I interview a new volunteer, the first thing I tell them, and the last thing I say before they leave the interview, is that I'm proud of them, and I really mean that. Because I know how it feels when you get those moments. As Specialist Playscheme Manager, I strive to give moments to our members as well, but moments that are different. They're about moments of excitement, about wonder, about happiness and enjoyment. Watching the video from Half Term Playscheme, and the link is in our description below, I believe the staff did just this. You can see it in the members' faces, but for me, I can also see the pride on the faces of the staff and all the staff supporting the children. You can see the staff and volunteers are there not because they have to, but because they want to. A parent emailed me after watching the video and said she'd hoped her son would have a good time that day, but found herself crying when she watched the video because she could see how much he was enjoying himself. Reading that email gave me a moment of why I love my job, but also the thought that the next time that parent drops her son off at Solo Project and she leaves, she won't be thinking, I hope he has a good time. She will have a moment, and that moment she'll be thinking, he's going to have a fantastic time. So to the parents, the members, support workers and volunteers, I will say this. I will always make it my mission to give parents the moments of, my son, daughter is going to have a brilliant day. For volunteers and support workers, I want them to have moments of pride. It is what they do that makes so much difference to the lives of the children and adults they work with, that makes it so important. And finally, and most importantly of all, are the moments I want to give the members. And that moment is just one word. Wow!